Please listen to these statements from the prophet Joseph Smith. The first one is on April the 6th, 1837. After all that has been said, the greatest and most important duty is to preach the gospel. Almost precisely 7 years later, on April the 7th, 1844, the prophet Joseph said, "The greatest responsibility in this world that God has laid upon us is to seek after our dead." Now, someone might ask, didn't Joseph remember 7 years later what he had said in 1837? The most important thing is to preach the gospel. No, the most important thing is to search out our dead. It's the same thing. It's one work. All things gathered together in one in Christ. If you consider the adjustments that have been made, you now have the operational, the executional responsibility for the work of salvation under the direction of the bishop, taking place in the elders' quorum and in the Relief Society. Not just the presidencies, in the elders' quorum and in the Relief Society. If you pay attention to the recent adjustments in the young women classes and in the Aaronic priesthood quorums, they have exactly the same responsibility. All under the direction of the bishop. But Relief Society, elders' quorum. Young women class presidencies, Aaronic priesthood, quorum presidencies, quorums, and classes. And they're not planning activities in Aaronic priesthood quorums and in the young women classes to take up time to fill a checkbox because we're supposed to do this every week, or because we want to entertain people. You focus on the work of salvation, learning and living the gospel, sharing the gospel, uniting families, and helping the poor and the needy. Period, exclamation point, end of sentence. That's it. This is really simple. Now, all of this prepares us to hear what I want to express now. Can you see? Can we begin to see what happens when the elders' quorum, the Relief Society, the Aaronic priesthood quorums, and the young women classes are all laser beam singularly focused on the work of salvation? The miracles that will occur, the advancement of this work in the earth will be astronomical. And I have this one admonition. Do not underestimate the capacity of these young men and these young women. They need to be anxiously engaged in this work right now. And they will help identify things to do, ways of accomplishing this work that will majestically move this work all over the earth. Please do not underestimate what those Aaronic priesthood quorums and those young women classes can accomplish. But I want to add a particular emphasis to the young men and the young women. I invite the young leaders to please stand up. On behalf of the First Presidency and the Quorum of the 12, to you young people, we have confidence in you. You are the Lord's battalion. And these adjustments that have been made now organize the work of salvation so that it is so focused and so simple. We know, we witness, we testify that you will contribute to helping great things happen in this work all over the earth. We expect you to surprise the adults. We expect you to seek inspiration and revelation. You will be guided. What you learn about receiving revelation about others will bless you in magnificent ways.